fucking I am not a very computer technology fucking person at all. It takes me actually forever just to figure this shit out. I tried to put this through OBS or whatever, and yeah, it didn't work. I just couldn't get it fucking figured out. I'm not a computer tech by any means, but like the gift of foresight, or the curse, I guess you should say, the price you pay. Ouch! Fucking just poked my finger in my eye. The price you pay for foresight, I guess, or the price you pay for like just being able to see everybody's mask. The 1 out of 15, or even all 15, okay, so when I was young, I realized at like a young age that we basically are all the same. Like everything emotionally is the same. Our emotions, our actions, and our reactions are all the same. I noticed it in grade 2 when you're always trying to fit in, right? You're always trying to fit in school or whatever. Feel chosen, liked, or safe. Yeah. So we develop this mask, okay? So like when we're young children, we develop this mask, and it's forced on us by our parents because we're never able to be ourselves, basically. Like we're never able to express our own emotions and our feelings without criticism or judgment, unfortunately. Like constantly being told, like, oh, don't worry about it. You're too young to worry about that right now. Like with drugs or whatever. Like most kids nowadays are just seeing the aftermath of fucking drugs. Most parents are like fucking, they think that they can control it until the kid's a certain age or whatever. It doesn't happen. Usually just the drug ends up controlling them. I was on that addiction train for like 15 years, so I know exactly what it's like. The price you pay to see everything is, unfortunately, you need to live everything. So, okay, where did we make this? We develop this mask as children. Like, our parents are never either emotionally there or emotionally unaware of what's going on, or addicted, or maybe you just have one parent to grow up with. Maybe you don't have a mom or a fucking dad or whatever. All that shit basically is a mask it's gonna create a mask if you are unable to love yourself, basically. If you're constantly looking for outside validation all the time, you're gonna be fucking just miserable. So I don't even know why I fucking did this live. But okay, so you're outside your mask that you end up developing. You develop this mask at home first, and then you develop a mask at school, and then you develop a mask, I don't know, out in public, at church, maybe, if that's your thing. If you want to actually like a split second see who somebody really is, like underneath the mask, make them feel uncomfortable super quick. Like just say something just outrageous, and if you don't catch like tones and all that stuff like me, it's pointless. But like, it's a split second of the real them if you make them feel uncomfortable. So The price of foresight. I'm just gonna go with this now because I've been mumbling on, just waiting for somebody to come in here, but nobody's. I'm relatively new to being able to have enough confidence just to talk to a camera or talk to anybody. The price of foresight, in my opinion, since we are all the same, we're all emotionally the same. Our actions and our reactions through our emotions are the same. Unless you finally get to merge your shadow and your subconscious together to be one, then you will constantly follow this pattern. You'll never be free in your own head. But then the sad thing is you'll see everything. You'll understand everything, and that is a lonely fucking path. As a matter of fact, it's probably the loneliest path. Like, I've had relationships, yeah, but like, it turns out that boys and girls, I guess, in general, like, we grow up and we end up marrying or falling in love with our mom or our stepmom, if you had a stepmom or a version of them. Unfortunately, it may not be as bad as like, but yeah, like my stepmom tried to kill me, but like I fucking ended up having kids with somebody that basically had the same kind of attitude. And like my first relationship was basically the same thing, just they didn't give a shit. Like my mom actually just didn't give a shit, right? She just let her kids go with whoever. I got custody of my one child and then half 50-50 with the other two. So like I always like try to encourage people to pay attention and stay aware of like what's going on. But most people like run through life like 98% of people go through life like a fucking robot. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked like I normally do. The gift of foresight is a curse, okay? People are always going to tell you you're overthinking. You're overthinking. You're over fucking thinking. We're all the same. We're not the same. Everybody's different. You're overreacting. You'll hear this a lot. Or my favorite is like crackhead or fucking meth head or you're on drugs. People will think you're on drugs your whole fucking life. Not only that, you'll be alone at least 30 fucking years. Like, I'm not talking alone, like you'll be able to go out and hang out with the friends, but no, you'll be alone in a crowd of people. You'll be alone. Like, I've literally, I spend time, this is where I sit almost 24 hours a day, unless I got to go take a shit or something. But like, or if I go to work, which I only do half a year at a golf course because it was the only place that would ever fucking give me a chance to get a job because I'm a twitch and I'm weird and I just don't like whatever. They think I'm on drugs, basically. Like I was an alcoholic for 15 years. I'm sure I did drugs during that time because like they kind of go hand in hand. But when I quit drinking, I quit smoking cigarettes also at the same time. I quit everything cold turkey. I did AA and I did all that shit and it doesn't work. That shit's a fucking lie. It's a fucking mask. They're lying to you. Think about it like this. When you go into AA or treatment centers and they teach you, admit that you have a problem or whatever, you have a problem, nothing but a problem, blah, 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 whatever. But in like elementary or like daycare, they teach you like problems create other problems. So why in the fuck are we admitting that we have a problem? Because the first thing you're going to do when you go through a breakup, when you leave at a treatment center or whatever, after whoever got you to go in there, after like a month or so, they're going to leave you because the damage has already been done. And they'll see you on your feet and they'll leave. And the first thing that you're going to do when shit hits the fan is go right back to the same fucking bullshit that you did that got you into the addiction in the first place. But if you understand why you became addicted, not the trigger, I'm not talking about the trigger, not the breakups and shit. I'm talking about the childhood shit. If you understand why, addiction will mean nothing to you. Addiction won't even like, yeah. it won't even matter because you'll understand why it happens. You'll understand everybody's reaction and shit. It's a lonely fucking road, like I said. For at least 30 years, you'll be lonely. Like, I haven't had a fucking relationship in 10 years. I mean, I can't find a relationship sitting in this corner all the time, but it's because when I go out in public, people are just like, oh, crackhead, fucking crackhead, or whatever. I just say thanks and walk on because their opinion means nothing. If you are constantly running around in somebody else's head worrying about what somebody else thinks about you, you'll never be able to live your life. You'll never be happy trying to impress other people all the time. The only person you should be impressing is you. You are essentially the god of your own temple. I don't go to church or nothing. I'm not religious, but if I was, it would probably be that I am the god of my own temple. Okay. The gift of foresight. You will, all these tests, you will die, or you will almost die a minimum of 8 times, a minimum 6. Let's go 6 times just in case we're not all the same. But I swear we are. Unless you reach by 42, let's say. If you don't feel the click of understanding, you ain't going to. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. And at 42 is like basically a new you're a new birth or a new fucking rebirth, I guess. Same thing. My mind just did a reset. I was getting overloaded. I'm just gonna veer off a bit here for water. Okay, I think water is like a memory stick. Okay, it holds all your bad. When you're in the shower, you know you have the best thoughts. You always have come up with the best ideas. It's because you're at your natural state. All the trauma and shit is in the mist. I feel like it like sucks all that shit out, and it's just hovering, I guess. So you're at your natural state, and then you can think clearly. Same within the pool. Like, think of it like you're wearing a sheet, and you get into the water, and the sheet like, what's up?
Are you walking to Eva's or are you driving?
I was hoping that I could get Christine to pick me up. I was going to text her after I was done this and see. Why?
If you were walking, I was just going to say, could you walk with me to my mom's? Because it's literally on the way.
It'd take me a fucking hour to walk over there. I'm not.
No, it wouldn't.
To Yvette's? Trust me. I used to walk that to work all the time. And I walk.
It's literally right by my mom's. It's like a 15-minute walk to my mom's, and then like 10 minutes from there. It's like a 25-minute walk.
Right by your mom's.
Well, it's like over the overpass, and you go around the curve,
yeah, but your mom.
And you go down. Really not that far.
It's a lot farther than you think.
Really not. It's like a 30-minute walk max.
45. Yeah, okay, you're right. I don't want to walk. When I have a car, I don't want to walk.
What?
When I have a car, I don't really want to walk, though. What do you have to go to your mom's for? Keep in mind, I'm on live. What do you have to go to your mom's for?
You're on live?
On YouTube live.
Oh.
There's nobody watching me, but they still record it and put it right on YouTube, so.
You want to get knocked out, Steve? Because Easter dinner's tomorrow, and she wants me to help her bake and stuff. Set up for tomorrow. Dude, Steve, you want to get knocked out, bro? Want to get knocked out, bro?
All right, I forgot what I was talking about. I think I might actually just end this live because I have nobody. I didn't really expect anybody to come on here anyway, but water. Actually, you know what? I'm going to finish this actually. This water thing before it slips my mind. Okay, water is like not a memory stick, but just like a data holding bank for the moment of time that you're in it. Think of it like a sheet. When you get in the water, the sheet like spreads out, okay? And that's where all your past misunderstandings are. Like everything, that's where all your trauma and stuff, all the stuff that happened to you up until that point, the bad shit or the stuff that you failed to understand is floating in the water. Everybody's. And the person with the higher vibration, it like naturally magnets to them, to their like surrounding. So then when you get out of the water or whatever, keep in mind this is just a theory. When you get out of the water, you essentially get all their information, all their patterns, let's say. Because, yeah, you download all their patterns and you'll feel this. Like you'll feel the click or whatever. Maybe it was something else, but this is just a theory. It's like before we come to this shell, like our soul gets to pick. Our soul picks a body or a host body to fucking come to like, you know, my soul was fucking ambitious because motherfucker, he went from 0 to level 25 in one shell. Because like I literally almost died. Fucking my appendix burst in the parking lot of the hospital because I was told I was lying for 6 months about my appendix fucking bursting. Got hit by 3 cars. Like the list goes on. Fucking dog attacks and like tree fallings and blah blah blah. Almost drowning. I realized at a young age that the only person I could trust was myself, basically. But being an empath, you still will let people walk all over you to a certain point. There'll be a certain person that everybody meets in their life. Usually it'll be in the ages late 30s, early 40s, maybe a little bit later. If most people, unfortunately, they just stay in marriages or whatever fucking relationships just because they're too scared to be alone, too scared to find out the questions that they don't want the answers to. But there'll be somebody in your life that will bring upon so much pain that it will change how you look at people. Or it won't. Or you'll just keep following the same fucking stupid things and go through 25 relationships before you move on. Thinking that money will make your life better. Let me tell you something. Money doesn't make you happy. Don't get me wrong. Money can take you to a place where you can find happiness temporarily. But money doesn't make you happy. There's no reason for money actually at all. Like if we actually just worked together for the greater good of everybody, we wouldn't need money. You'd be free at like 38. You wouldn't have to work after that. Life would be good. But the way that the fucking government and society is, it's all about who's got the fucking bigger penis, basically, to hold as much power in the palm of their hands as they can by lying to the people. There's no way. In order for you to gain power over the people, you need to lie to the people. That's a fuck. You either need to lie or you need to include them in. Not everything, do everything behind their back. Because, yeah. Pay attention, like, fuck, I could ramble on all day, but I get sidetracked, and that's the thing. That's why I can't read, but I can read. I know what the words mean, and I know when you put them out of order. Every word has a certain order and a certain tone, and when it's out of order, out of tone, I know what it means. I know it all means something. Every tone means something. Every fucking misplaced word means something. It all tells a story. We all have a certain guideline of words, and if they're out of order, that's why so many people can control people through words. You can get mass fucking, like you can get people to follow you just by words alone. You can get people to fucking commit suicide by words alone. Mass suicides by words alone. It's because every word is in a certain order, and once you are good with your words, you can bring people to follow you no matter what. Manipulation is super easy. If you want to go that way, I'm not going to explain how to do it because it's evil, but like manipulation is easy. And breaking manipulation is easy too. People just don't fuck. Everybody's running around in somebody else's head. Like everybody's like, yeah, running around in somebody else's head. And they can't live their own lives. How are you supposed to be comfortable with your own self if you can't even trust your own self? Like jump in the pool. Everybody can swim. I don't care who you are. Dead bodies can float. So if you can't swim, are you less trustworthy than a fucking corpse? Or if you don't trust yourself, you will not float. If you trust yourself, you'll never drown.
You want to walk with me right now?
So I'm going to walk with my child now to his mom's because I have nobody here. Anyway.
You want to walk first?
Box first? I don't know, man. I'm not going to lie, dude. I don't even want to walk you to your fucking mom's. I'll walk you to the school and that's it.
What school?
The one across the road.
Fort Christian?
Yeah.
Might as well just walk by myself at that point.
Take it or leave it. You get 4 blocks or you get nothing. I'll walk halfway and you walk the other halfway.
That's not even half. Half is like
Fort High, like the next school.
Dairy Queen.
That's the way you go?
Sometimes, yeah.
Why the long way, man? The straightest line is always the shortest way.
That is a straight line.
No, a straight line is from here to whoosh, across the school fields and to your mom's.
Yeah, I don't do that. And it's snow. They're all still.
Well, no, but like you can walk through. Yeah, either way, it's a long ass way, man. Get your mom to meet you halfway. Peace.